this is Rich Condon from Civil War Pittsburgh here on Gettysburg Battlefield, and we just talked a little bit about the advance of the Pennsylvania Reserve Corps through Plum Run Valley, or also known as the Valley of Death. We talked a little bit about the 13th Pennsylvania Reserves, also known as the Bucktails. The Bucktails during the battle are going to be moved from the rear of their line down toward Devil's Den, which is in this direction here. And they're going to start moving into the woods, into the wheat field, where many Federals had just been pushed out of. And they're repelling against the Confederates out in that wheat field. During this action, Charles Frederick Taylor, commander of the 13th Pennsylvania Reserves, is going to be killed. Him and his men are trying to find cover behind some of these trees. He's telling his men to move around, find cover, and as he's doing this, he takes a bullet right to the heart and is killed almost instantly. Shortly after, on July 11th, 1863, one of the men from his regiment is going to write home to Charles's sister. He says, "Yours of the 6th is just received. You asked concerning the fall of a brother. I am very sorry that what little information I had was not sent immediately, but relying on others more capable is my excuse. He fell at about 6 o'clock in the extreme front. He was urging the men forward, and about the last words he spoke before he fell were to a rebel regiment not over 50 yards in the front. He called to them, 'Halt and surrender.' He fell. I was with him in an instant. He told me where he was wounded and asked for water. After taking a little water, blood began to come from his mouth, and he seemed to want to say something. All I could understand was, 'Mum, Mum.' I do not think that he lasted over 2 minutes. I helped to carry him off the field and took charge of what few things he had about him, which things I afterwards turned over to Captain Yerkes. Lieutenant Ludlow, Company E of this regiment, was with the body and told me he would have it sent home." So, Charles Taylor's body is going to be returned to Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, shortly after for burial. And this monument you see here now was actually erected in 1905 by the 13th Pennsylvania Reserve Bucktail organization in his honor. Thank you all for joining me today on Gettysburg Battlefield, and thank you to George Tyler Moore Civil War Center for having me. And I hope that you're able to take some more information home with you on a little known spot of this battlefield of Gettysburg.